The one process that alleviates your everyday stress. They used to call me Mr. Scrap Paper because I would take notes throughout the day on Post-it notes, old receipts, envelopes, and by the end of the day, my desk looked a lot like this, but except it had notes written all over everything, and it was pretty disorganized, and I felt pretty stressed about the whole situation. And then I would frequently wake up at like 2 in the morning with ideas and thoughts and to-dos that I hadn't written down, that I hadn't captured, or stuff that I needed to do that were pressing for the next day that I hadn't captured. So this interrupted my sleep. So stressed out, tired, not very disorganized. And then there was this one process that I adopted that really changed everything for me. And I'm going to share that with you today. And I even shared this with a client recently who would go see her massage and her mind would just be spinning. She would be laying on the massage table, actually venting to her masseuse, really converting her massage therapist into a therapist. And it wasn't a very relaxing experience, but she adopted this quick process before she would go see her masseuse, and it helped her relax. And I'm happy to report that last week she just had her appointment with her masseuse, and it went way better. She was actually able to zone out and not talk the whole time because she did this process and it really simplified things. And the whole process is based upon this one idea that a lot of everyday stress is around and hangs on top of us because we keep all our to-do list in our brains, and it's circling around our mind all day, all night, day after day. And oftentimes, maybe you're one of the few people that can successfully keep this to-do list in your brain, but a lot of people, including myself, the more we add in there, the less capacity we have to remember it, to remember the steps we had to do, and this can result in this overwhelmed feeling. So instead, I want to offer you this quick process that will help you deal with all this, alleviate your stress, and actually help even keep you more organized. So the first thing you need to do is get a blank sheet of paper, okay? Just get a blank sheet of paper, all right? Then set the timer on your phone for 10 minutes. So pick up your iPhone or your Droid, whatever it is, set the timer for 10 minutes, and then brain dump on that your to-do list, or all the actions, all the activities that you need to do on the page. So on mine here, I've got a resource that I need to dig into. I have a lot of people I need to email and call, appointments to set. I even have a reminder here or an action to submit my TEDx talk. So there are a lot of things that are sort of buzzing around in my mind that I get them all on this sheet of paper. And this process alone helps keep me more organized and takes all those things out of my mind that my brain's circling on all the time, and gets them out of there and puts them on paper. And I sleep better, I stay more organized again, and it really helps tie everything together. But this only really works if you adopt it every day. So do these couple steps. Number one, set a recurring meeting at the end of your day with yourself to do the brain dump, okay? Maybe it's just 10 to 15 minutes. Then the second step is when that time approaches, get the sheet of paper, do the brain dump, okay? And number three, keep the paper in a readily accessible area. So maybe it's in your briefcase or your bag or your purse. And if you're at your kid's soccer game later and then you remember, oh my gosh, I forgot to do so-and-so, or tomorrow I need to do so-and-so, take your sheet of paper and add it on there. And at night at the dinner table, if you remember something you need to do or something new pops up that you need to tackle the next day, write it on the paper and have it there for yourself the next day when you wake up. And you'll have a nice list of things and actions that you need to take. And this can be really the clay on the wheel for creating your to-do list. And so in the next video, I'm going to give you 3 steps to create a to-do list that actually works. So join me next week and stay tuned.